Good morning and happy Tuesday. We're almost there, y'all. We're real close. I'm going to do the homework problems, not because you missed them a lot, but just because there's like room for careless mistakes. So I wanted to go through those, and then today is just going to be a practice day. So you don't really have to listen to me give any more instruction. You're actually done with the learning part. So yay. Okay. So let's work through number 6. Sorry, gotta get my pen turned on. Okay, so number 6, we're going to group the X's together. The thing that I saw most on number 6 was a sign error. And I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. All right, then we want to take the negative 20 over. So it's going to become a positive 20. And because I have randomly put 2 blanks on the left side, I have to put 2 blanks on the right side. Okay? So I am going to take half of the middle number, and this is where I saw the mistake. This 8 is negative, so the half number needs to be negative as well. Now, when you square it, it's going to be positive. Okay? But for the little baby number you write, it does need to be negative. All right, then half of 14 is going to give me 7. Squared is 49. Remember, the last numbers will always be positive, because if you square a negative or a positive, it will stay positive, or it will turn positive. Okay? And so now, our final answer, I can write down. It's the baby number. So some of you had +4 there on accident, but it needs to be -4. Okay, and then the baby number. And then we're just going to add these numbers up. So 20 plus 16 is 36. 36 plus 45 is 85. And there's your answer. If I had asked you for the center, you could have plucked the center out. The center, I didn't ask you for this, but let's just discuss. The center would be 4, -7, and the radius would equal the square root of 85, which can simplify, so we would want to try to simplify that. So I say it does. I thought it did. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, so we're good with 85. All right, so that would be your center and your radius. I'm going to ask you questions like that today, so I just wanted to kind of refresh your memory there. Okay, on the next one, some of you wanted to put the 0 here with the x squared. It's not necessary. Just put x squared and move forward, okay? So y squared plus 24y plus blank. And then we want to take the -4 over. So it'll be a 4. And then we only have to have 1 blank here because we're only completing the square with the y's. Okay? So half of 24 is 12. Squared is 144. So some of you put 140, or one of you put 140. It's because I think you left it negative when you moved it over, but when you move it, remember the sign changes. Okay? All right, so our final answer would be x squared. We don't need like parentheses and 0 or anything. I'm not really being too picky, like that would still be okay, but this just looks better. And then y plus 12, it's a plus because, you know, the number 12 was positive because of the 24. And then 148. Okay? So then we're going to have our center. If I were to ask you this, the center would be 0, -12, and the radius would equal the square root of 148, which does break down. Let's see, 4 goes into it 37 times. So then the best answer would be 2 root 37. Okay, that's just, you didn't have to do that here. I'm just showing you as a refresher. And then number 8 says, does the point -3, 1 lie inside, outside, or on? Now, first of all, I made a typo. Thank you, Madison, for pointing it out to me because I missed it. When I typed this, I accidentally left 2 X's, but that needs to be a Y. And that's probably why some of you missed it. So let's discuss this one. All right, this is my X and this is my Y. So I'm going to plug it in. So I'm going to plug in -3 in for X. And then 1 for Y. and see how it relates to 58. Okay, so negative 3 minus 4 is negative 7. And then 1 plus 2 is 3. And then I'm going to, work those out. So negative 7 squared is 49 plus 9, because 3 squared is 9. And then 49 plus 9 is 58. So they're equal to each other. So if they're equal, that means it lies right on the circle. Okay? So I didn't actually need this blank piece. I thought I might need it. So there are the homework answers. Remember, if it's less than your answer, it would be inside. And if it were greater than your answer, then it would be outside. Okay? All right, so today's lesson, you can look at this for sure if you want to. It's like a Sudoku. If we were in school, it would be like an activity I would do together in partners or groups. But I'm trying to show you here that you don't really have to worry about the Sudoku part. So if you don't even know how to do a Sudoku, don't worry about it. If you don't want to do the Sudoku part, you don't have to. You can ignore all of this stuff here. If you want to do the Sudoku, you certainly can. Like, I love doing Sudokus. They're kind of, relaxing for me. I know that might sound weird, but anyways, if you want to do the Sudoku, feel free. But here's what I'm going to ask. I'm just going to ask you to do a form instead of doing what they're asking. So in order to do a Sudoku, you can only put one number in a box. So like on number 3, it says identify the x coordinate of the center. But I just want you to find the center. Okay, the full center. So when I ask you to write the answers, don't just put the x or the y coordinate. I want you to put the full center. Okay? So 1 through 4 are super easy because do you see that they're already in that standard form for you? Okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 11 are all in general form. So you're going to have to do complete the square in order to then find the radius or the center. Okay? So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 11 are going to take the blank method, completing the square. And then you're going to do what I did here, like this, to find the center and the radius, or the radius. It's just going to ask you for one. All right, which is why I did the homework like I did. So you can kind of refer back to that if you need to, or to yesterday's lesson. But like I said, 1 through 4 should be easy and quick. And then 5 through the end will take a little bit more effort. And then you don't have to do 9, 10, and 12. I would if we were in class, but we're going to kind of stick to straightforward questions for now. Okay? So I will have a form for you for those. And we're nearly there, you guys. Y'all are doing a great job.